Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Epimanly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Epimanly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Epimanly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Epimanly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Epimanly.
Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Yes, we are already, Aphrodite. Well, it's Wednesday, middle of the week. People have a funny name for it, and I can't really remember what the heck it was, but it's a family show, so that's okay. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, I hope you're all having a great week, and welcome to the Truth Quest. I'm glad that you're spending some time with us, and I love spending time with you because, why? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. That's right. You got to know it. That's right. Oh, well, so swell. Here we go. Here we go again. Another big show for you. And as you know, we have a lot of friends, and they hang out over there in Chatlandia, over on the far side of the intranet. It's a cozy little place, and you should try it out sometime. Watch us live, 9 p.m. Central Time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday nights. That's right. And you can be part of this wonderful Chatlandia, where everyone's nice and fun, and it's just a wonderful time. Here we go, through the magic of the intranet. And up first, it's Weiss123. That's Catherine Weiss. She says, hi, Aaron, and I want to thank Kathy for her recent donation. Thank you very much, Kathy. And she also says, I'll be over on YouTube tonight. And then she also says, hiya, Peggy. And then I said, hi, Weiss123. Okay. Because my keyboard's still not working. No exclamation points. No return button doesn't work. And the delete button doesn't work. The shift button doesn't work. But other things do. So... yeah, I went a long time with that thing not broken. So now it's time to be broken. And Kathy says, hi, Aaron, over there on YouTube. Now, on YouTube, at first, when I was setting up the show, only the vertical, the portrait YouTube was up when I sent the link out. So that's all that was available. Now they're both there. I don't know why. And I said, hi, Kathy, over there on the portrait, the vertical. I think that's what Dark Brain calls it, right? And then Peggy Dancer says, hello, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123, Kathy. I'll be on Rumble. All right. Yes. And then Peggy Dancer said over on YouTube, hi, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123, Catherine. I'll be on Rumble. And she has a little heart. Look at that. And then Kathy says, hi, Peggy. And then I said, hi, Peggy, it's the thing to do. And then I said, hi, Kathy, over there on YouTube. And then Cap 78 Pack, Peggy Dancer here on Rumble says, hello, Aaron. Hello, Weiss123, Kathy. You know I'll be here. And she's got the laughing emoji. Oh, that's pretty cute. And look who else is here, our longtime friend. Why, it's Chronaviewer. Hi, Aaron. He's traveling back and forth through time, and he decided to stop by in our timeline here. So we're very privileged. We feel very privileged that Chronaviewer stopped by. And Cap 78 Pack says, hello, Chronaviewer. And Chronaviewer says, hello, Cap. And Cap 78 Pack. Then I said, hi, Chronaviewer. Hi, Cap 78 Pack. Got the wavy hands there. Oh, and look who else is here. Why, it's Skylark74. Greetings, fellow Truth Questers, he says. And I got to say hi to Skylark74. Wavy hand. Because my exclamation points don't work. It's always a bummer when you can't use an exclamation point, because these days they're needed, let me tell you. And Cap 78 Pack says, hello there, Skylark74. And Chronaviewer says, oh, he has a wavy hand, sunglasses, and the guitar, because he's the guitar man. Skylark74 says, hello, Catherine. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Chronaviewer. Did I get enough waves in there? And then Chronaviewer says, hello, Skylark74. And then Catherine says, hi, Aaron. Oh, on the other YouTube channel. And then Catherine says, hi, Peggy, over on YouTube. And then Catherine says, hi, Skylark74. And then Kathy also says, hi, Chronaviewer. And then I said, hi there, Skylark74. And Skylark74 says, unstuck in time, like Doctor Who or like Billy Pilgrim. Oh, was he one of the Pilgrims? I don't know who Billy Pilgrim is. Is that one of the Doctor Who actors? I'm not sure. I used to watch my share of British comedy, but I think I only watched the Doctor Who a couple times. I think that's the kind of show you have to kind of watch it a lot to kind of understand anything that's kind of going on there. Catherine says, hi, Skylark74. Then Chronaviewer says, what year is it? 2026 A, B, or C? Is Hombre alive? I don't know who Hombre is. Hombre. Aliva. I'm not sure. Catherine Weiss says, hi, Chronaviewer. And then look, Up is here. Hello, Up. Good to see you, Up. He's always up. And Skylark74 says, I'm in the timeline where they sat on the Epstein information for years and years. Yeah. And they still won't talk about it. Yeah. Cap 78 Pack says, saw Heidi posting on YouTube from Wisconsin this evening. Hi, Heidi. Yes, and she's going to be here on Truth Quest on Friday night. That's right. She is. That's going to be great. So in 2 days, mark your calendar. Heidi Pop is going to be here. She's got a lot of pop. So, and Skylark74 says, Billy Pilgrim was the time-traveling protagonist in Slaughterhouse 5, 1969, by Kurt Vonnegut. Yeah, you know, I've never seen any of these Slaughterhouse movies. You know, I think I was very traumatized as a young kid. I snuck into a drive-in movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it was so horrific. And the fact that it was based on a true story made me not want to ever watch a horror movie ever again. And you know what? I think I think that it would be a smart thing if people would stop watching horror, because I just think that that adds to the loosh to the bad people when your emotions are riding those waves of horror. I just think that what you think about, you bring about. And if you watch a lot of that kind of stuff, if enough people do it and they're thinking about it, it's just going to happen. So I have a weird opinion about, I just don't think that horror and or murder should be entertainment. I just don't think that it should. And you know, I used to think, well, back in the old days, like in the 40s and 50s, then I'm listening to Old Time Radio Hour, and it's all violence. It's pretty sad. You know that we could do better than this, folks. I don't know. That's my rant on. I've never seen any slaughterhouse. I don't have any desire to see any of that kind of junk. I remember when my son was getting into that kind of stuff, I couldn't even watch 1 second of it. It's just horrific to me. And I think that being popular is what gives these Satanists the okay to do what they do. I think that's also part of it. Chronivira says, LOL, Skylark74. And Chronivira says, they're still sitting on the Epstein info. Well, you know, well, we're going to see something tonight. Someone figured out how to unredact all of the stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you know. And JJRSVL says, number 7th, like, one of these days I will arrange a raid from Handy News, probably sometime next week. Oh, that would be great. He is busy appearing on other shows tomorrow and Friday. Good for him. That's awesome. I think he has a great show. Handy News. Go check him out. I do check him out every time that I can. I just don't have a lot of time to watch other shows. And Skylark74 says, Billy Pilgrim was the time traveling through his consciousness, not his physical body. That may be the only really plausible form of time travel. Well, I don't know. Not if you listen to Andrew Basiago. I mean, we got plasma confinement. You got the chronovisor 4.0, and astral projection. I guess that could be considered through consciousness, astral projection, and that is pretty freaky. And then JJRSVL says, howdy, JJ. Good to see you here. And Chronivir says, Hombre was the gorilla shot at the Cincinnati Zoo in 2016. Common internet meme. Oh, yes. Now I remember. That's why that name seemed familiar to me. Yes. Cap78 Pack says, hi, JJR. And JJR says, Cap78 Pack. I think that's a salute. And Skylark says, the slaughterhouse in the title of the book was a cellar in the meatpacking facility in Dresden, Germany. It was where Kurt Vonnegut and other American POWs were sheltered when the city was firebombed. Oh, okay. I just assumed by the title it was some kind of horror movie. I didn't. Of course, war movies are kind of like horror movies, aren't they? In February 1945. Gotcha. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know. If I'm going to watch a movie, it's either going to be a comedy or an animated show or something happy. I don't want to watch something that's not happy. Why would I want to? I just don't know. Skylark and JJR says, Skylark, howdy. And salute, yes. People in Chronivira says, people assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a nonlinear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Doctor Who. Okay, that sounds kind of logical, actually, when you hear it like that. And Skylark 74 says, Billy Pilgrim's time-traveling conscious mind will revisit all the events of his life in a random order. He never knows quite what time it is. Interesting. Okay. I learned something new today. All righty, Aphrodite. Well, let's cruise on over to... Where are we going to cruise to? I guess we're going to cruise to Facebookorama, the land of Zuckers, where a Zucker's born every minute, as you know. Oops. Oh. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you just know? Okay, there we are. Did you see the thumbnail tonight? It's kind of fuzzy. I'm sorry about that. It was from a meme sent to me by a friend on Facebook. And it's kind of fuzzy, but I thought it was pretty good. Oops. Is this it? Or is that it? This is it. Where the heck is the other one? Okay, hold on a second. I get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. That one. Okay. I have to rearrange everything. Alrighty, Aphrodite. We're getting there. Oh, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. Yes. All of the conspiracy theorists were right this whole time, and we knew it. And it's, you know what? It's not fun to know stuff before everybody else knows. It's just not that fun. It's like a burden. It's like you try telling people, they don't listen because they haven't seen it on their trusted source. But there it is. We were right the whole time. The whole time. This is number 731. Can you believe it? Is it 731? Really? 731. Can you believe it? Full disclosure. And oh, boom, the House just advanced the Save America Act, 216 to 215. And oh, they just passed it too. We'll see that when we go over to Acts. Guns don't kill people. Trans people loaded up on hormones kill people. That's right. Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Please like and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Yes, hit the old thumbs up as well, because that helps the old algo rhythm, the algo beat, and the algo melody. Oh, yeah. All those algo things. Thanks, Kathy, for putting that out there. And true, it's more fun to always share stories. Wow, they allowed that on Facebook? They allow lots of stuff on Facebook. I'm quite surprised. I mean, I was kicked off of Facebook a couple times, but they seem to have been allowing a lot of stuff on there. Oh, and did you know it's a happy birthday to Tina Louise, best known as Ginger on Gilligan's Island, and she's the only one left. She's on the island waiting for someone to rescue her. She's the last one left of all of the Gilligan's Island survivors. Boy, you'd think there'd be someone with a ship, a boat, to go out there and get her. I mean, don't they know that she's... I don't know. There you have it. There she is. Oh, Here, I'm making an announcement here, folks. I'm starting meetings at my house for people who have OCD. I don't have it. I'm just hoping they'll take one look and start cleaning. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Thank you very much. Thanks for helping me clean my house, OCD people. From not so long ago. Thanks, not so long ago. Old Corn, another transgender mass shooter, and no gun laws aren't the problem. Jesse Strange. Strange? That's strange. Jesse Strange. Okay. Quiet, wore a dress, and left 10 dead until we treat gender dysphoria as a mental illness, a dangerous, violent mental illness. This will keep happening. It will keep happening. I'm so glad that Trump has put the kibosh on all that. Now, here's a great illustration. Sometimes these political cartoons, they really capture the true thing here. Here's ICE tearing down this house of cards that was built up by the Biden administration by letting all the illegals in. And there's the donkey on top of this house of cards. Stop destroying my political future. Yeah. Well, maybe you should have focused on the actual citizens, doing things for real citizens instead of illegals. Yeah, should have done that. Oh, Obama says, you can't have a third term. Why not? You did President Auto Pen. He did. Oh, that's great. Is Obama taller than Trump? I'm not sure if that's accurate. Not sure. Oh, and did you hear this lovely little story? I'm getting so sick of hearing this stuff. It's just so dark and so yuck. And it's been, we've known this for so many years. And now all the normies are waking up, or some of them are. I hope some of them are. Epstein files revealed that Jeffrey Epstein purchased 330 gallons of sulfuric acid in 2018. Sulfuric acid dissolves bones and leaves no trace. This guy was worse than the devil, yes. And he ordered it the day of that his case was announced, that they had a case on him. So he needed to get rid of some bodies. Disgusting. Yeah, so sick. I love this meme. This is going to be a classic. This will hopefully be in textbooks when we finally implement meme learning. Meme learning is the new learning method, because with one meme, a picture, and a few words, you can learn so much, and it sticks in your head like a single frame cartoon. Meme learning. So the deep state whispered to the President Trump, "You cannot withstand the storm." The president whispered back, "I am the storm." Conservative Women of America put that out. Oh, and look at this. How would you like this job? Oh, you're looking for a job? Well, we're looking for someone to put a lasso around a wild satellite. And it actually worked.
On flight day 5, and we had proven that the MMU and the Stinger concept for capturing the satellite worked worked perfectly. And I essentially had just a lot of fun on flight day 7, knowing that it all worked. Took a big load off my mind. Joe had done this on flight day 5, and we had proven that the MMU and the Stinger concept for capturing the satellite worked worked perfectly. And I essentially had just a lot of fun on flight day 7, knowing that it all worked. Took a big load off my mind.
I'm a big advocate of space and exploration and spaceships and that whole idea. However, if I was up there just floating around, you get this spinning thing you got to go grab, and the Earth is so far below you. I don't know, man. I think I may be a little bit too afraid of heights to take that job. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. But it worked. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Wow. I like that. Oh, and look here. Heidi Pop returns Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Truth Quest, on Rumble, and on YouTube. So you can choose which one you want to watch. And there she is. She moved all the way from LA, Los Angeles, over here to Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Dirty Sturgeon Bay. And she had a show, and I was chatting a little bit on her show today. But she'll be here on Friday night because everything's right for the weekend. There it is. Heidi Pop returns. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. So we're looking forward to that. Mark your calendars. And Clandestine put this out. The naysayers are beginning to consider the unthinkable. What if the conspiracy theorists were right? The deep state is real. The MSM is corrupt. Russia was a treasonous hoax. COVID was man-made. Epstein was a Dem. Election fraud 2020, etc. Never wrong. Just early. Yes. And it's been burdensome. You know, now that it's kind of out in the open, I think it's going to be, we can like exhale a little bit, and it won't be just all on our shoulders. It's going to be on millions of other people's shoulders as well. And that's when real change is going to happen. Thank goodness. And there's a great little picture of Pepe. He's looking over the city there and contemplating all this. Smile, love, gematria, put that out. Just in, President Trump. Great jobs numbers, far greater than expected. The United States of America should be paying much less on its borrowing bonds. We are again the strongest country in the world and should therefore be paying the lowest interest rate by far. This would be an interest cost savings of at least $1 trillion per year. Balanced budget plus. Wow, the golden age of America is upon us, President DJT. Don't you love his optimism and his bluntness? I just love the way he, I really, really hope that every future president's taking a lot of notes right now and that they implement them just like Trump did. Rachel Vaughn says, for many years, I have pointed out that my father, Alan Maxwell McIntyre, and the family cult with which he was involved in Annandale were imbibing of special meat. They're eating special meat. Imagine that. I can't be too specific on this platform, but I saw it happen many times. According to researchers looking into the recent dump of Epstein files, the code word for this in Epstein circles is jerky. My father explained to me as a child that getting rid of unwanted children was a good thing. My father saw himself as an apex predator. Apex predators prey on anything and everything, but are not preyed upon by anything else. Isn't that sick? Oh my God, these people. I hope they all get them all in jail for life. My God. And here's Heidi Pop's show from tonight, from earlier today. So go check it out. Heidi Pop on Facebook. She's also on YouTube. Donald Trump Jr., one of the few people in the Senate who gets it, Eric Schmidt. Democrats won't ever negotiate in good faith on the issue of immigration. They let in millions illegally and don't want them to leave. Republicans must understand this reality. Play offense and sanctuary cities and pass the Protect America Act. Yeah, check this out. For no reason, this is from Unofficial, the Mossad, Illinois. For no reason, here's Ice-T Ice Spice, Ice Cube, and Vanilla Ice working for ice on ice skates, eating ice cream at the ice rink. Just random. That just happened randomly, people. Oh, and Skylark says, even QAnon is looking like something that was necessary or even patriotic, very necessary. It was a information dissemination psyop to bypass the corrupt mainstream media to get important information directly to the people. And it's not QAnon. There is no QAnon. That's what the mainstream media called it. But there's no such thing as QAnon. And Q even explained this. There is Q and there are Anons. And there are millions and millions of Anons. And they dig and they post and they've helped to wake up America and the world. So we owe a great debt of gratitude for the Anons. Oh, and here is Elvis trying to get to you from his wildly successful 1968 comeback special. This is a little blurb just in black and white, kind of set on an old TV. It's kind of cool. So I hope you enjoy this. I'll have to erase this later on the YouTube channel, but enjoy it for now. Here he is, Elvis Presley. So good. That is such a great song. Such a great, great song. If you listen to his first recording of it, it's, I mean, he did it great his whole life, but I really like the original recording of that song. Trying to Get to You. It's a classic song of the guy searching, traveling night and day, rain or shine, to find his woman. That's right. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, this is our good friend. He's been on the show, John Stewart, talking about the alien. Is this what this is?
And conclusively say that this was filmed by the government. I found out that they were there asking their set of questions, that there was literally a conga line of 3-letter agency people waiting to go into that interview suite to ask that being questions. We found a woman that claims she transcribed the index cards into notes.
Oh.
And I will tell you what she said about this being. What he did was forwarded me an email that was sent to him from someone he knew inside the DIA. And it says, here's what I know about that film. It was classified as an unauthorized viewing. This film was filmed on April 22nd, 1991 at 3:15 in the afternoon on behalf of the Department of Naval Intelligence, coordinated by the Defense Intelligence Agency. He said it was a clone extraterrestrial biological entity type 2 from the Tau Ceti star system. Here's were the men in the room. The first name was Rear Admiral Ned Schaefer, Captain Lowell Jacoby. He becomes Director of DIA. Dr. Craig McPherson, Robert Donovan, Army Intel, Dr. Wilford Webb Wilson. The next name on the list was Carthusian Monk 1, Carthusian Monk 2. Yes, we're now in the Da Vinci Code. There is a monastery in Vermont. It's called the Charterhouse Transformational Monastery. I have the picture of this one monk. He's 91 years old. I'm going to blow your mind now. What he said was that remote viewers with the NSA were getting this remote viewing of a white building in the far upper East Coast where members there had the gift. There was a total of 6 monks that they were used for counterintelligence in the 80s. Some of them were brought to S4, asked to do thought projection interviews with these beings. And he said that
He said that
it took a couple of days to describe how human beings live in our time, seconds, minutes, days. The being did not understand that. This type of alien, they measure time in their experiences layered on top of each other. No one on the internet has ever said this before. If you want to make a general drinking his coffee in the morning spit up, tell him this. The new designation of aliens is saber. I'm like the sword. He's like, yes, saber. I said, what does that stand for? He goes, synthetic astrobiological extraterrestrial races. Don't ever ask about it. And I am telling you, do not ever bring it up on any of your podcasts or whatnot. And I don't want you talking about other species other than the Greys. And if you stick to the Greys, you will be safe. I can guarantee it. And conclusively say that this was filmed by the...
So Skylark is asking, how did the captive being learn English? We never hear what kind of language the aliens speak. We never hear if human beings have learned the non-terrestrial languages. Well, if you read Alien Interview by Lawrence Spencer, he was on the show too. Actually, he was on my my podcast on Blog Talk Radio years ago, which got erased. It's gone. But he was a great guy, and he was mailed all of the transcripts from this alien interview, a 2-week-long interview. And what they were getting, what she was getting, what Matilda McElroy was getting was telepathic pictures, like images of kind of like roughly what the thought was. And the military was asking her to ask specific questions, but the entity never wanted to. And there was a language barrier. So what they did was they gave the entity books, and they taught the entity how to read and our language using the McGuffey reader from the 1800s. that taught American school children how to read. And he buzzed through that, and he buzzed through all these books. And then after like about a week, because he didn't ever sleep, they don't sleep, he said, okay, I'm ready for the interview now. But he never would answer any questions. How do you make these weapons? How can we make them? How can we make a ship like this? He said, instead, I will tell you things I think you should know. So I would highly recommend that book, Alien Interview by Lawrence Spencer. If you want to learn how the alien learned how to speak English, that's how. And he also says, there's an underlying assumption, it seems, that aliens are always telepathic, but I don't really know what that means or how it works. Yeah, the only thing that I can say personally is when I saw a craft in 1996 over Chippewa Falls, very close to me, during daylight. It was a silver craft, looked just like the model I hold up, the S4 UFO sport model. I had this overwhelming feeling that they knew I was watching and that they were letting me know that I wasn't supposed to see this. Like, I had this feeling like I'm not supposed to see that. Like someone was giving me this ooky feeling. It really wasn't. It's so hard to describe because I've never had that happen to me before. But it's some sort of inner knowing that the basic message comes across, and that's the best I can do to explain it for me. But yeah, what or who would you tell if it was you, an alien picked to visit? I really want to know. Yeah, I don't know. But the Greys are the only synthetic ones? What about the Nordics? I have no idea. No clue. No clue, Mr. Magoo. Yeah, I just really don't know. But I think Jon Stewart's doing some excellent work, though. Oh, this is very interesting. The zapper kills parasites, viruses, and bacteria. Have you ever heard about this? The zapper. This sounds really intriguing. Shocking, even, you might even say.
Have you ever seen one of these before? It's called a zapper, and it works using low-level electrical pulses to help target parasites and other pathogens in the body. This one right here, it's actually 27 years old. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer 27 years ago. She followed the Dr. Huda Clark's heavy metal detox protocol. That included parasite cleansing, heavy metal detoxing, liver support, and this little zapper right here.
Huda Clark says that her zapper, as she calls it, is a parasite-killing machine with a frequency of about 30 kilohertz.
It can kill viruses too. It is an electrical device that doesn't detect or measure. It just puts out a pulse of a certain frequency. You hold these two handles and you turn it on. You sit there holding it for about 7 minutes. Then you give yourself a rest for about 20 minutes because what's happening is that lots of viruses are coming out of the parasites and bacteria, but we get a flood coming out after the first zap.
Have you ever seen one of these before? It's called a zapper, and it works.
Isn't that interesting? Now, I do know that Nikola Tesla, when he crossed the road in, I think, New York City, he was hit by a car and broke his leg. After he went to the doctor to find out what their methods were, he said, I'll take care of it myself. He went home and he created something like this that delivered low-level electrical energy right to the area, and he healed himself very rapidly. He also developed his own X-ray machine, which I've highlighted on this show here. I made a discovery actually on that picture that his His portrait might have been behind, and it kind of comes through the X-ray. Here's something really interesting from the arcane archaeologist. Seeds in the permafrost are now blooming. Thousands of years frozen in the permafrost. Look at this.
Scientists grew a living plant from seeds frozen in ancient ice. It bloomed after 30,000 years, with also sleeping in the permafrost. Scientists grew a living plant from seeds frozen in ancient ice. It bloomed after 30,000 years, with also
So it bloomed after 30,000 years,
sleeping.
but it's like contained. Is that a good thing? Maybe it's got some kind of bacteria or some sort of plant virus that could wipe out the whole planet Earth. Is that why they're not letting it see real air? I don't know. Interesting. Makes you wonder, though, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. And we've shown this picture on here before. Ronnie Hill's 1967 alien encounter. He saw this thing land, this round thing, and then this guy got out in a silver suit. He ran in his house and got a camera and took this shot. Very interesting.
This photo was taken on July 21st, 1967, by 14-year-old Ronnie Hill, who claimed that this humanoid figure with the reflective silver suit, long thin legs, and an oversized gnome-like head stepped out of a smooth white spherical craft. This photo was taken on July 21st, 1967.
Very interesting. Peter Sweden, surprise, Nestle has had to recall large amounts of their baby formula due to toxins in the food. Can you guess where it came from? It came from a supplier, which is a biotech company in Wuhan. That place, they're pretty busy with poisons. Nestle's feeding babies ingredients from a biotech company in Wuhan. Can't make this up. Thanks, Martina George. Elon Musk put this out. Most of the child victims were turned into traffickers themselves by Epstein after age 18. By making them commit crimes with him, Epstein ensured their silence more than any NDA possibly could. They should be offered amnesties in order to testify. Nicole Arbor says, I don't understand why the Epstein victims still won't name names. Well, that's why. Yeah, they should give them amnesty because if you're abused, there's a higher chance of you becoming an abuser. So you can't really hold it against those kids if they were forced to do that, because that's what they end up becoming. And Tamara says when Trump said people were eating cats and dogs, it was on the news every day for days on end. We find out people are eating children and babies, and the news hasn't said a word about it because they're in on it. There's our buddy Skinny Bob there on the right, and our other friend Anna Paulina Luna on the left. U.S. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna said she has seen classified photos of UFOs not created by mankind. Okay, let's get it out in the open. Mail-in ballots for 6 presidential elections. 2004, 15 million mail-in ballots. That's a lot. 2008, 23 million. Oh, they're upping it. 2012, 27 million. 2016, 33 million. Keeps going up. 2020, 70 million. That's where you know it's... and look, 2024 back down to 49. You can tell. Yeah, anything stand out to you? Yes, it's insane. Mail-in ballots should only be for disabled and military. Yes, and it should be well under 1 million. Way less. And here is that meme that became our thumbnail tonight from Mary Elizabeth Bledsoe, and she was on the show a while back too. All the conspiracy theorists were right this whole time. That's right. Oh, there's Horse Face herself, Tom Gray. Of course, that's Klobuchar. You know, her father was a very well-respected journalist and a writer for the local paper. But she's just muddying up the name. Terrible. The secret word is tribunals. Thanks, Pee-wee. Cindy Giles put that out. Thanks, Cindy. We like that. And Democrat Intelligence Committee staffers turned whistleblowers testified under oath, exposed that, well, sitting in classified meetings, Adam Schiff and his buddy Eric Swalwell approved leaking classified information in the effort to trigger a special counsel or select committee in Congress to overthrow the United States government. Yeah, they should be like in shackles. In shackles, and we take all their shekels. We take their shekels, put them in shackles. There you go. Court records show Trump reported Epstein to police in 2006, labeled Maxwell an evil operative. The Hodge twins. 1 year ago, Biden's term and gas prices were $5. Inflation was 9%, and 401ks were down 25%. 1 year into Trump's term, and gas is $2.49, inflation is 2%, and 401ks are up 20%. Everything's better with blue bonnet on it. Red bonnet, actually. The truth is out. Epstein email confirms COVID was a global elite psyop. They planned pandemics for years to enslave humanity. Yeah, and some of us saw that right off the bat. It didn't fool me for a millisecond. That's why I created the Invisimask. All righty, Aphrodite. Well, oops, that's that. That's the Facebook portion of the show tonight, folks. And that's it. All righty, Aphrodite. Well, let's cruise on over to X because we got some cool stuff over there. Shall we now? Oh, and Skylark says the aliens don't really need human flesh to survive. Loosh is like a narcotic to them, but they can live without it. The granular secretions of human victims can be harvested, packaged, exported. Well, you know, there's any number of different types of aliens, and I did hear that pallets full of human meat are delivered regularly to one of the human flesh-eating aliens. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's disturbing. It's disturbing. But there's, you know, when people say, oh, aliens don't do this, there's a million different kinds of aliens, so we can't really say. It's like saying all earthlings eat plankton. Well, no, they don't. But a lot of the sea creatures do, but not all of them. Right? You can't. So if you're from Earth, you're maybe not going to eat plankton. But a lot of creatures on Earth do eat plankton. But anyway, I think there's as many different types of aliens as there are different types of life here on this planet. And there is vastly different as they all are. That's my opinion. So who knows? You don't know what the insectoids eat. They probably eat flesh. The reptilians probably eat flesh. But who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. No clue, Mr. Magoo. All right. Well, let's go over to X anyway. Well, we still can. Well, the intronet's still not glitching. Here's a fun little thing. A little kid and an over-anxious dog.
Wait. Okay. Mama. Baby, di mama. Mas.
Samuel Andres, mama. Samuel Andres, mama.
Wait. Okay. Mama. Mama.
That poor dog. That poor dog. Give him a spoonful. It's a good doggy. He said, Mama. The baby's like, I'm not ready yet. Get away, dog. That's so cute. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Oh, new Power Rangers episode just dropped. You hear about this?
There's 2 giant apes.
This thing is supposed to give us powers. Let's do it. Mastodon.
Pterodactyl.
Triceratops.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Tyrannosaurus.
Why does it have 3 legs?
That's not his leg. Yeah. Okay, let's get him. Get him, Michael!
There's 2 giant apes.
There you go. Power Strangers. Stranger than most. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Unredacted files. Nancy Mace. We're heading to the DOJ to review the unredacted Epstein files, the ones they don't want you to see. Although people have found out how to do it. People have found out how to do it. Oh, this has turned out to be a fake story, so we're going to. Yeah, this woman right here is not she's a rhino, a Democrat in disguise. Murkowski, from Lisa Murkowski from Alaska. I knew it started with a name. Oh, and Irish Patriot, exactly how Trump spelt it back in 2012. You hear this? Now, this is from 2 GMAX from Jeffrey Epstein saying, turns out Lynn forgot to tell me about toe Chidleren. Nix. Chidlren. It's children misspelled. Chidleren. Okay. And that was 9/6/2012. 10/8/2012. So a month later, Donald Trump puts out this. Got to do something about these missing Chidleren. Chidlren. Grabbed by the perverts. Too many incidents. Fast trial. Death penalty. So interesting. Did Trump know? And you remember what Q said? Misspellings have meaning. And there's misspellings for a reason. This was back in 2012 he did this. Very interesting. Another Q proof, I would say, even going back to 2012. And remember, this Q operation has been going on since 1963. That's how long the Q thing has gone. Oh, this is not the original poster. Okay, but we're still going to listen to it because.
Congresswoman, are you among the members who got to see the unredacted files today?
Yes, I saw some of them, not all of them, obviously. I'll be going back tomorrow to see more.
Any reaction on what you've seen so far?
I think that there's folks who are definitely implicated and co-conspirators. And, I don't think everyone there that was talking about underage girls being trafficked are victims.
Got it. And do you support any clemency for Ghislaine Maxwell? She was saying that
I do not. Okay. I think Ghislaine Maxwell should get more time, and she should definitely be in a harsher prison than what she's in.
Yep.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Got it.
Yep.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
I agree.
Congresswoman, are you among the members who got to see
I agree. Bolbert. Oh, and look at this. Apparently, there are hidden links within the photos of the Epstein files. Look at this.
I backtrack, but okay, so I'm going through the Epstein files, and I was using my phone on my iPad before this. So sorry that I'm already at file 600. I'm not going to backtrack, but I found these invisible, like they're literal links that like blend in with the picture. And if we go over here and we search these things, this is like fitra. It's an Islamic belief that children will like become Christian Jews or members of different faith. It's a Islamic belief. Why that's linked to this picture of one of Epstein's bathrooms, I couldn't tell you. This is picture 605. It's picture 614. Tiny right here, this shite. Search this. Where have they been? I don't know, talking to kids, manipulating kids, getting them to do like suicide things, sewer slide things, you know what I'm saying? Lots of PDFs on there. Yeah, why is there well, I guess that makes sense as to why there's a link, but like, why? Huh? Why specifically, like, you know what I'm saying? Are these little like drip fed information that we're getting? Look, I found this link right here. Tiny, just in the fabric of this curtain. 14. This is them mocking. I believe, I could be wrong, mocking this fucking quote. I read this one that freaked me out. Do not let your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you. For I go to prepare a place for you. If I go prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. Which is like them, I assume, eating kids. Receive you to myself. I feel like they're using that very punnily. Okay, that was picture 608. Let's go to 630.
Interesting. Whoa, huge win. The Somalians are going home. The court rules in favor of DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. Yes, the protective status is gone. Epstein files. We kind of already saw that. This is good. Man of memes. Enjoy this. This is good.
And they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
The U.S. economy was much stronger than expected.
Hands up on me! So come on, don't get swung up.
He doesn't want to fuck around with the United States.
Still riding Cadillacs, family off the street.
$2.95 a gallon as of today. It's got an incompetent governor fool. I mean, he's a stupid person.
That's why I pack a Mac.
He comes in, does nothing but bitch.
Hands up!
What do you think about that? Too cool for school, you might even say. You might even. Alrighty then. What's this? Trump, everything has meaning.
Anybody seen Silence of the Lambs? The late, great Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Did anybody ever hear of Hannibal Lecter? The young people didn't. Hannibal Lecter. Dr. Hannibal Lecter. The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man. He oftentimes would have a friend for dinner. The late, great Hannibal Lecter would like to have you for dinner. He would love to have you for dinner. He will take you. He wants you for dinner. That's the end of you, by the way. He'd love to have you for dinner. You right there. Don't do it. If he suggests, I'd like to have you for dinner, don't go. They say, why does he keep mentioning it? Because Hannibal Lecter was a serious psycho. He was a slightly troubled patient. He mentions Hannibal Lecter. It doesn't make sense. No, it makes a lot of sense. They're coming into our country. And I say, the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Oh, he likes Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter, how great an actor was he? You know why I like him? Because he said on television, on one of the, I love Donald Trump, so I love him.
Yeah. And, was that a nod to they're eating children? Hannibal Lecter ate people? Yeah. Disgusting. Elon Musk says absolutely to Ian Jagger, saying, breaking, 38 Republicans have now co-sponsored the SAVE Act, a bill that would require proof of citizenship when voting in every election in the country. Yes. I had no idea that Steve Bannon was such a scumbag. Well, I had my doubts about him. Steve Bannon texts Jeffrey Epstein. Bannon takes credit for blowing up President Trump trade deal negotiations with China. You see Trump's tweet, I blew up the deal, Steve Bannon says. Yep, Jeffrey Epstein. Dead effing on the target, Steve Bannon. So is Steve Bannon a mole keeping tabs on Jeffrey for Trump and team, or is he this rogue, scummy guy? I don't know, man. He's never really sat right with me. Something about him a little bit disgusting. This piece of, you know what, is a traitor to all Americans. Vote this asshole out of office. So yes, excuse the lingo, schmingo. Yeah. Bill Clinton had 139 recess appointments. George W. Bush had 171 recess appointments. Barack Obama, 32. Trump, 0. Because this guy won't let him. Unbelievable. Misspellings matter. Chidlerin and Chidlerin. Misspellings matter. Yes, that's what Q said. And there it is. Alpha State. Trump knew back then. Misspellings matter. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Undercover journalist. That's our buddy O'Keefe. But look at this. This turtle rescued himself. You know, I wonder, because this looks like there's a sort of a awning type top, sort of a slatted wooden roof above it or deck or something. If the rest of the house might have caught fire too with this thing blaring. So sad, you know. Security camera footage shows the tortoise named Leo moving to safety as flames spread behind her. Leo's owner was not home at the time, but neighbors were able to put out the fire before it spread further. Oh, that's good. That's sweet. I like that. Smart tortoise. Real Chris Jacksha. We were chosen. Now we must use what we learned to comfort the new eyes. Les Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret, connect the dots. Yep. The Anons did. They sure did. Oh, you hear about this? Oh, Chicago One Ray. Good morning. Lawsuits are being filed on Bad Bunny for violating FCC rules for abusive language during his halftime show. Calls for Brendan Carr FCC to impose fines, suspension of his ability to perform in the U.S. on the table. Yes. That's disgusting what he said. Oh, and here's that person that showed up to kidnap the Guthrie mother, Nancy Guthrie. I thought it was a woman at first. I thought maybe it was Savannah, but I think it's a dude. The way he's walking looks like a dude. Looks like a dude. Looks like someone who's sort of familiar with the place there. Apparently they found one of the gloves, a black glove. Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello, Operation Shutdown just came to the chat.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. That's the bat phone. That's Kathy on the bat phone. All right, Operation Shutdown's here. Well, there he is. And Operation Shutdown says, today I learned that Hannibal Lecter wanted to eat me for dinner. Kathy says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And Operation Shutdown says, hi, Catherine Weiss. I got to go over there and say hi to Operation Shutdown. You know, he's one of our ultra mods, you know. Uh-oh, I need to lengthen that. My keyboard's broken, so it takes me a little longer to type everything out. Do. Where's that wavy hand? Wavy hand. Oh, there it is. You click it, then you got to click what color of wavy hand. I always take the yellow one. I don't know what that means. Does that mean I'm yellow? I don't know. So many things to keep track of, hey? And JJR says, good questioning, Aaron. Keep all options on the table about Bannon, right? The Bat Phone. Oh, yeah. And wow, Aaron does it live. Yes, I do it live. Why would I not, right? And then Operation Shutdown says, I am honored to be arriving via the Bat Phone. Yes. The alert went out. The bat signal was in operation for Operation Shutdown. And Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And Skylar, the first Doctor Who was an old man, and the show was intended for young viewers. If the show had always had some kind of dark underlying theme, then I might infer a connection. Okay. And then Operation Shutdown says, hello, Peggy Dancer. And then I said, hi, Operation Shutdown, all in caps. That's the only way I can do caps, is caps lock. And Chronoviewer, perhaps JFK was killed by evil time travelers. It could be. You know, I remember there was a show a long time ago on TV that a time traveler came back in time and like beamed JFK out of the car and beamed himself in the car, so he would be the one shot. And then John F. Kennedy was taken to another planet to be the leader of that planet. It's a very interesting science fiction story. And JJR says, I am an ultramod. I mod on Rumble, Pilled.net, and YouTube. YouTube is my limit, is gayness. Okay. And Operation Shutdown says, hello, Aaron. All right. The bat signal was in operation right next to my camera I keep. Oh, good. That's awesome. Okay. All righty then. Well, where were we here? Yeah, the FBI retrieved this footage from Nancy Guthrie's camera. Oh, we already saw that. Breaking, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Office have detained a person of interest in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. Oh, good. Well, let's see. Oh, did you hear about this? The cops were looking for this boy, missing boy.
Who is there? It comes via police body cam footage from Louisville last month. A missing 3-year-old child. More than a half dozen officers on the search. They sent up a helicopter, but had no luck until this happened.
Oh, what's up, dude? There's a dog. Where's he at? Let's go.
That's Officer Josh Thompson responding to a dog that seemed to have something important to say.
It led me all the way back to the backyard. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, this kid's in his backyard.
And sure enough,
the dog went right to the back bumper. Check the rear here. Goes to the back bumper, just sat there.
Yeah, he's right here. After a quick lesson in car locks,
Grab and pull it. There we go! I don't think I've ever seen a happier kid in my life. He jumped out of the car, bear hugged my neck, and wouldn't let go.
Good job, buddy. The dog had cracked the case.
Classy found him. And I don't know where the dog came from. But it was a blessing from God that day.
And here's the thing about that dog. Officer Thompson says he'd been patrolling that neighborhood for 2 years and had never seen the dog before that moment. And he hasn't seen the dog since that day. And to this very day, the department still does not know who the dog belongs to.
Angel Dog. That's Angel Dog, I guess. Vacate the chair. Who owns Thune? Right? Good question. Good question. Oh, did you hear about this? Milla Joy, he should be immediately resign. Congressman Hakeem, his first name sounds like you're harking a loogie. Hakeem Jeffries solicited money from child sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein in 2013 after Epstein was a known pedo. Well, that's when all the other pedos come along when they find out, oh, he's one too. Oh, I'll go to him. Disgusting. Yeah, get him out of there. He's not good. President Trump stuns the world by announcing 200 troops will be deployed to Nigeria to train forces to destroy terrorists killing Christians. Protect Christians at all costs. Christ is king.
They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen. They're killing record numbers.
Isn't that good? We're not going to listen to Chip Roy here. And here's all the other countries that require an ID. Look at all this. And this was forwarded by Elon Musk. For those fools, liars who say it's racist to require ID to vote, it obviously is not. Why do majority black countries require ID to vote? Good question. Yep, look at that. Croatia, Ecuador, Guatemala, Honduras, Zambia, Paraguay, Namibia, Tunisia, Sri Lanka, all of these, Malaysia, all of those places, Turkey, where you can eat a turkey sandwich. Go to Turkey. If you go to Turkey, order a turkey sandwich, because apparently you can actually consume turkey in Turkey and you won't be a cannibal because it's a separate animal. It's not a human. You won't get kuru from that. Promise. I promise, unless it's tainted. There will be a reckoning, Alexandra. 3 men protesting against the rape of a young white British girl have been jailed for doing so, for speaking out to protect her and other girls in Epping, in England. However, the illegal foreigner who raped the girl got less time. That's really just so pathetic and not right. It's just not right. Okay. Oh, listen to this. This is interesting.
I wrote 25 lines of code that can probably unredact all of the Epstein files in less than 30 seconds. It's really not that crazy. All it does is take a PDF and turns it into a Microsoft Word doc, because the Microsoft Word doc just completely removes all this black line right here. So
that what was covered was secret data. The password is Blue Monkey 123. Now we don't know what this is in confidential report, document header, confidential report, secret data. So that was redacted, but he found a way how to do it, a simple way. Take the PDF, change it into a, what did he say? A Word file. If you have a PC. Yeah. Dude writes 25 lines of code that can unredact all of Epstein files in less than 30 seconds. So there you go. How do you like them apples? So now obviously this is out there. Okay, this has gotten like a lot of hits, 126,000, 28,000 shares. So is the government going to see this and go, oh, we need to like fix this? like make them PNGs instead of PDFs. I don't know. So if you want to do this, you better download the entire wealth of it, of PDFs, and then you can do it at your leisure from your own stockpile. I don't know if you can do that or not. Possibly. I don't know. No clue, Mr. Magoo. Look at this. Scientists create metal that can't sink. This is what they should make all ships out of. I always thought they should make ships out of stuff that doesn't sink. Look at this stuff. This is amazing. It's nano etching on aluminum prevents it from sinking.
This is metal that defies water. Scientists made aluminum 3 times denser than water, virtually unsinkable. When lasers etch micro and nanoscale grooves into the interior surface, they create a super hydrophobic layer that completely repels water droplets. Shaping this into tubes traps air inside while blocking water infiltration, generating powerful buoyancy. Even when punctured with multiple holes, the trapped air layer stays intact, keeping the tubes afloat and maintaining buoyancy through turbulent waters. Researchers at the University of Rochester aim to link these tubes together to build ships that refuse to sink. This is metal that defies water. Scientists made aluminum 3 times denser than water, virtually unsinkable.
Do you know how important of a thing this is? Now, 40% of all boats and ships and tankers, I guess, all 40% of all of them that have ever made are on the bottoms of lakes, oceans, and rivers. So if they could make every new ship unsinkable just by giving it a tinfoil coating of this etching, wow, that's phenomenal. That's the kind of stuff I really like. And that's what I like, bringing stuff like this to you all from Science Girl. Thanks, Science Girl. She rocks. Wow. Scientists create metal that can't sink using laser etched surfaces. And that's even a cheap process. Wow. Isn't that wild? I love it. And let's see. Bill and Hillary Clinton set up the child trafficking system with CPS, knowing Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell helped found the Clinton Foundation. The Clintons' involvement in CPS terrifies me, knowing how many children go missing within CPS. Yes, they've set it up this way. It's child trafficking made by the government, paid for by the Social Security Fund. This is disgusting.
The states are taking children, giving them to somebody else for money that they get from the federal government. That means that all 50 states are involved in government subsidized child trafficking. It's a ring. It is the largest and most pervasive child trafficking ring in the history of the world by sheer money and numbers.
Children are seized unnecessarily from their families due to the federal aid entitled the Adoption and Safe Families Act.
It was put into law in 1997 by Bill and Hillary Clinton, and I said it that way on purpose. And it is a law that literally steals money from the Social Security Fund and gives this money to the states in order to incentivize them to kidnap babies.
To receive the adoption incentives or bonuses, local CPS must have more children. They must have more merchandise to sell.
Every child, once you've added it all up, is worth approximately $1 million to the state. But we've been told that this is a $60 to $80 billion a year industry, meaning the federal government is taking $80 billion a year and giving that money to all of the 50 states to kidnap children.
Parents are victimized by the system that makes a profit for holding children longer and bonuses for not returning children to their parents.
But their own statistics state that 83% of all children who are taken by CPS, Child Protective Services, are for unsubstantiated allegations, meaning never should it have happened in the first place. So that imagine anything else in the world where you know you get it wrong 83% of the time and you admit it, but you just keep doing it.
Case workers and social workers are often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy evidence.
Yeah. Isn't that just sickening? Children. Oh, look at this. This is an interesting story. Watch this.
It's a wild chase. A cop in hot pursuit of a shoplifting suspect.
Quick pursuit for Dillard. White female, gray top.
He runs after her across the parking lot. But it looks like he's out of luck as the accused thief jumps into a getaway car.
Get out! Stop! Stop the vehicle!
The cop can only watch in frustration as the car zooms away. Then, out of nowhere, a woman driving by in her car sees what's happening and makes an audacious offer. The cop runs around to the passenger side and does just that.
Follow, follow, go, go, go.
He and his civilian crime-fighting partner go after the car.
They're right there. They're going around the back.
I'm in a vehicle with a civilian. I'm going to try to keep sight of him.
The officer directs other cops via his radio.
It turned right onto town center towards the circle.
You see him?
Yeah.
The civilian has no flashing lights or sirens, so she has to drive carefully. But she and the officer keep the suspect's car in sight until it's boxed in by the cops. As the officer jumps out, the woman has a parting message.
Thank you for your service.
It's game over for the shoplifting suspect and the accused getaway driver. And here's that woman who found herself chasing after the suspects.
I just thought, I'm in a car and I'm faster in my car than he is running.
I spoke to mother of three, Leslie Smith, and Sergeant Jeffrey Cars after she was honored by police at a ceremony in Slidell, Louisiana. Were you nervous at all to get involved?
I wasn't, actually. I just wanted to do whatever I could to help out.
I like that. I wanted to help out. Bravo.
So what did Leslie do right after the suspected shoplifter was arrested?
I made a U-turn and went back to shopping.
She's a hero. That's awesome. I love stories like that. I love stories like that. I don't like stories like this, but it's good to get them out. And she's frustrated with the left. Listen to this.
DHS has pulled an illegal alien out of Zeeland, Michigan, convicted of sexually exploiting a minor. This guy. This is who the protesters and the Democrats are defending. An illegal who is here, who has been convicted, I might say, of sexually exploiting a minor. I don't know why you all aren't angry about that. I'll share with you. It is unfathomable to me. In Grand Rapids, they got a guy convicted of larceny and sexual assault. In Ypsilanti, Jackson, in Detroit, in Holland, Pontiac, DHS found deported illegal aliens committed of homicide, murder. These folks are monsters. And you have Democrats that are advocating for them to get released back into your communities. Why aren't you reporting and why aren't more people outraged? I don't get it. I got to share with you. I don't get it. These folks are monsters. They're criminals. They murder. They sexually assault young women, minors. And you know what the Democrats want to do? Let's release them into your communities. And let's celebrate the criminals. Let's villainize the ICE agents and celebrate the people who are raping your children.
It really is unfathomable what the Democrat Party has become. It's hate Trump at all costs, oppose every single thing he does, even if it's good for the people. It's just so stupid. It's unbelievable. You hear about this? From WOW, breaking: the airspace over El Paso, Texas, including El Paso International Airport, has been closed for 10 days. They did open it up, though, due to special security reasons. This has not happened since September 2001. Look, there's no air traffic. There's 3 lights here. They're probably radio towers. I don't know. With the libtards, it is mind blown. Yes, it's crazy stuff. The Great Awakening. Yes. MJ Truth Ultra. He cured his TDS. How? Crimes against children unite all humanity across party lines. Everyone is welcome. Isaiah Carter to the Great Awakening. Isaiah Carter, my previous Trump derangement syndrome had me supporting pure evil. And what did Q say about the Great Awakening? Sometimes you can't tell the public the truth. You must show them. Only then will people find the will to change. Crimes against children unite all humanity across party lines. Difficult truths. Q. Yes. And boy, that was, when was that? Can't see the date of that Q post. It doesn't show the date of the actual Q post. Oops, going the wrong way again. Oh. The cartel property seized over 134 acres near Rio Grande City, Texas, used by drug cartel for smuggling. Now it's out of their hands. We don't just make arrests. We take the land and everything on it. Look at that.
Operating near Rio Grande City, Texas. You think this is just about arrests? It's not. We are dismantling your operations from the ground up. You're cutting out your safe houses, your staging areas, your corridors. This is your warning. Keep smuggling. Lose everything. You're next. They thought they were untouchable.
That's awesome. Here's this misspelling of children again in the Epstein files. Oh my God, MJ Ultra Truth. Children. Trump knew, he always knew. Epstein and Maxwell. Children. 30 days later. Yep, that's right. Here's Elon talking about Trump derangement syndrome. This is funny.
And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like methamphetamine and rabies. Okay. And I'm like, what is wrong, like, guys? Like, you just can't have like a normal conversation. Yeah. And it's like it's like that they become completely irrational. And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like methamphetamine and rabies. Okay.
Methamphetamine and rabies. Look at Trump. He's biting his lip. Yeah, it's pretty good. She figured out how to watch videos on the Epstein files. Check this out.
This is how you can look at videos on the Epstein library. So you're going to get on this, going to ask you if you're 18 or older. Then we're going to scroll down here. We're going to search the full library. In this search bar, we're going to put in no images produced, okay? And then hit search. And then all these PDF comes up, right? So then we're going to copy one of these links, copy it, and then open another browser, and we're going to paste it there. But before you hit enter, we got to delete where it says PDF and replace that with MP4. This is the trick. And then the video plays, MP4 or MOV, whichever one works.
Interesting. So, something to dig on.
This is how you can look at
video. And I don't want to watch that crap myself. This isn't minor, it's major. Yeah, that airport thing. Oh, and here's another one. MJ Truth Ultra, stolen. This is another misspelling. I'm thinking every single misspelling Trump ever made over the many years may need to be searched in the Epstein files, LOL. I'll look tomorrow, but this is wild. So it looks like billions of dollars have been stolen at the USAID and other agencies, much of it going to the fake news media as a payoff for the creation of good stories about the Democrats. The left-wing rag known as the Politico seems to have received $8 million or billion dollars? Did the New York Times receive money? Who else did? This could be the biggest scandal of them all, perhaps the biggest in history. The Democrats can't hide from this one. Too big, too dirty. And oh, look, what's this in the Epstein files? Where is it? So hard to see. Let me use where's my magnificent glass? Where is it? I don't even know where it is. It's gone. Okay. I guess I got to click on it. Oh, there, it's down here. Stolen. Please advise if we are to forward the list of stolen weapons to Office Bird of New Mexico State Police, so serial numbers extra can be sent to pawn shops, gun shows, etc. So stolen. So this is from Zorro Ranch, that's Epstein's ranch, to Jeffrey Epstein. So they're using those same misspelled words. So interesting. That's what Q said all the time too. You have more than you know. Reread drops. You have more than you know. Yeah. Oh, and hear about this too? Every Democrat trying to destroy Donald Trump went to Epstein Island. This is crazy. Yes, Epstein files bombshell. Democrat Representative Stacey Plaskett not only was texting Jeffrey Epstein during a congressional hearing, she went to his island. Of course she did. Why do you think she was texting him? Yeah. So yeah. Oh, look at this. This is really interesting too. Epstein files just got vibe coded into a DataViz app on Replit. I don't know what any of this means, but maybe someone here does. Let's watch this. Uh-oh, it's not making any sound. So I guess you can find all the connections and all of the, I don't know what this is showing. Oh, all the pictures. So you can just click on that graphic and then find all this stuff. Yeah, it's all kind of above my knowledge grade. Here is our good friend and patriot Jake Lang tells Muslim mayor of Dearborn, Michigan to get the hell out of America. It's great. It's very awesome, and I hope that they listen to him.
Here, and you marry 4 or 5 women, and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my country. I don't want you here. Get out of here. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. This is our country. And the people, the veterans, the World War II veterans, that's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic, are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America, and they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said, you guys are not us, and get the fuck out. America first, America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. 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 Let me grab my. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Christ is king. Put your hands on me. There's no reason to put your hands on me. Jesus is king. Christ is king. Christ is king. America first. I live in Detroit. I'll be here tomorrow.
We're coming to make sure you Muslims don't take over.
What are you going to do?
What are your boss? 2 billion Muslims feel safe in America.
Go.
Keep walking. Let's go. Keep walking. Let's go. We will not surrender. We will not back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up. Stand tall. America, across this country, rise up just like we did today in Dearborn. In Texas, It's fine to get sober. What would our founding fathers do?
He's right. We have to oppose them. We have to make it known. We have to make it known that we oppose this. Oh, mass shooting rates by demographic. Oh, from 2015 to 2025. Oh, what's number one? Trans, non-binary, biological male. That's the gender dysphoria men that wear dresses and get fake boobs put in. They commit more mass shootings than anybody else. What's number two? Oh, trans, non-binary, biological female. They're all pumped up on the testosterone that they've never been able to deal with before. They never had to deal with the testosterone and all the power that comes with that. And they want to go blow people up. Next is Asian men. That's a kind of a shocker. Number three. And number four, black men and white men, Asian women and Hispanic men. So Hispanic men are least likely to do mass shootings. Isn't that interesting? Interesting. But trans by far are the largest contributors, especially in recent years. And Elon Musk even reposted this. Oh, did you hear about this? Miss North Florida winner Kaylee Bush speaks out after her crown was revoked for saying that men cannot become women. Very, very good young lady here, principled.
You were looking to compete for Miss America, but then they took your Florida crown off you because you made statements about sort of transgender?
Yes, that is exactly right. I was asked to sign a contract that was different than the first one that I had agreed to because they had changed it 4 weeks after I rightly won. And so I didn't lose my crown because I broke a rule. I lost the crown because I was unwilling to rewrite the truth.
And were you super upset, obviously, when you lost your crown and then Miss Cheerleaders America reached out to you and said, hey, we'll honor you?
Yes, it was heartbreaking. It was confusing. It was disappointing because Miss America has been honored women for over 100 years, and now they can't even define what a woman is. And heartbroken. It was a lot of soul searching, but God uses all things for good, and here I am.
Well, what were the circumstances that you spoke out about this?
So by circumstances, do you mean like?
So at what point did you say that men cannot be women?
Well, immediately as soon as we were given the contract, first thing, my mom and we started raising concern about it and got on a conference call immediately with one of the directors for the Miss America organization, and weeks and weeks and weeks of pleading with them, sending videos, sending letters, emails, demand letters through Liberty Counsel because they picked up my case, and they just no, and they doubled down and basically just got to the point where they said,
Isn't that interesting? Well, good. She's a very principled young lady there. Principled young lady, and good for her. I'm sure she'll get much more fame from doing that than winning any contest. The moment Pam Bondi ended Thomas Massey's career.
Which may she answer?
And he's a hypocrite because he voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI porn. Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
Which may she...
Thomas Massey likes AI porn. What a piece of crap. All of that crap needs to get off the internet. Real, fake, all of it. All of it. Get it off the internet. Because no kid just innocently browsing the web should not be able to come across any of that crap. And I don't care about parental controls. It just shouldn't be there, period. It does humanity zero good. It should be eliminated off the internet. You could have bots constantly scrubbing and getting rid of it all. That's what needs to happen, I believe. Get rid of all of that porn crap. Oh, Nadler fell asleep.
This is why we need term limits.
That's right. Donald Trump, and now the golden age is here, President DJT. Oh, this is good. FLOTUS report. This young gentleman just told our First Lady, I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one. So there's that. Look at this. Oh, a Turkish man drove a forklift into a jewelry store, stole 150 grams of gold, and ran away on a donkey. Oh, I guess it's faster than the forklift. Look at him go. Donkey, Donkey Hody. I mean, that's bad to steal. But I need something fast to get away with. How about a donkey? He gets a donkey. Look at that. Look how fast that. No wonder. I think that might other thieves might look at that and go, yeah, all we need is a forklift and a fast donkey. We could do this too. Yeah. He just started a whole new trend of getting away on a donkey. The cops look, oh, we're looking for a guy on a donkey. A very fast donkey. Very fast donkey. Let's go get him. Let's go get that guy. A fast donkey. Step 1, SAVE Act passed the House. Step 2, Senate needs to pass it. Step 3, Trump signs it into law. Passed by Senate. Step 4, voting day requires ID. Dems lose drastically. Step 5, there is no step 5. End. Q. And that's what Q said. There is no step 5. End. Q. That's right. November 19th, 2019. Oh, this is good. Democrats watching the FBI confirm that Trump was the one that blew the whistle on Epstein. This is how they deal with it. That's what the libtards are doing now. Yeah, they get that to follow. Oh, this is Trump. The rhino governor of the great state of Oklahoma, in which I won all 77 counties 3 times, the only person to do so, incorrectly stated my position on the very exclusive governor's annual dinner and meeting at the White House. The White House intends to limit invitations to the annual business meeting scheduled for February 20th to Republican governors only. That is false. The invitations were sent to all governors, other than 2, who I feel are not worthy of being there. I did not invite the governor of Colorado, who is unfairly incarcerating in solitary confinement a 73-year-old cancer-stricken woman, a 9-year term for attempting to fight Democrat voter fraud. Plus, the foul-mouthed governor of Maryland, who fraudulently stated that he received military medals, a lie, is doing a terrible job on the rebuilding of the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and has allowed Baltimore to continue to be a crime disaster. I even invited the slob of a governor, J.B. Pritzker, and the horrendous California governor, Gavin Newsom, to the dinner, despite the terrible job they are doing. So, as usual, with him, Sit got it wrong, and invitations were sent to all other governors, Democrat and Republican. I look forward to seeing the Republican governors and some of the Democrat governors who are worthy of being invited, but most of whom won't show up. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. God, you just love it. And here the rumor keeps going here. Trump's UFO disclosure speech is ready to go, so they say. Press conference on May 1st in Washington will provide more info. Yeah, you think? From Joe Co. UK. Yeah, well, see, look at this little girl. Wait. What? Oh, here she is. You got to see this. Her first catch. Look at this.
Hey, sweetie, you got it. Careful, okay? I know. It's a big fish. You're holding him real good. Yeah, he's alive. We'll put him back in the water in a second.
I got him.
You did so good. Want me to help?
It's so cute.
Hey, sweetie, you got it. Careful, okay?
It's slippery.
I know, it's a big fish. You're holding him real good.
He wiggles.
Yeah, he's alive. We'll put him back in the water in a second.
I got him.
You did so good.
Got him.
Want me to help?
Aw. Oh, Kathy says, good night, Operation Shutdown. Well, good night, Operation Shutdown. And after the show, I will be looking for a forklift and fast donkey. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no. We're good people. We don't do stuff like that. That's funny, though. I hope you have a nice rest. We're almost done here, folks. We have just a few more things. There's our show. And our show again. And look at this baby. Just born baby. Locked inside for 9 months. Will not let go of the scissors. Or the clamp. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, they got it. Oh, bless his soul or her soul. I think, I remember there was an ultrasound of my son when he was still in my ex-wife's belly, and he was holding on to his umbilical cord like he was like pinching it like a hose to make it go faster or slower. So maybe he was, instinctively grabbed something like that because he was used to holding on to that. That's good. And here's Brandon Gill. Let's listen to him.
I just got off the House floor. We just voted for the Save America Act because the American people want to know that they are the only people who are influencing our election system, that illegal aliens aren't voting, that foreigners aren't voting, and that only the American people's voice counts in our political system. I just got off the House floor. We just voted for the Save.
That's awesome. Oh, look at this. This is funny.
Look at this fool. Look at this dude, man. Going in the right lane. Boy, somebody pissed somebody off this morning. Look at this. He's going after her. Look at that black car's gone, boy. They've been at it for at least 6 or 8 minutes, trying to cut each other off. And that white van, look at that. Golly, there he goes again. He'll kill somebody.
That's great. Yeah. Sir, you just delivered the best commentary world has ever witnessed. Oh, and look at this. It's the gimbal footage in color.
Going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not LNS though, is it? It's not. It is LNS, man. Well, it says, look at that thing. It's rotating. This is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My God.
That's wild. And I can't really vouch for the accurateness of that or if it is real or not. But that's it. That's our show for tonight, folks. So we're going to stop it right there. And the BK says, great show, Aaron. Thanks, the BK. Good to see you here. And Skylark74 says, the reincarnation of Popeye? And Cap 78 Pack. And once you fellas find your winky and hold on to that the rest of your life, just saying. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, Operation Shutdown says, and I will keep my camera pointed to the sky so I can take a picture of that crazy UFO. And come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. All right. Great show, Aaron, says Chronaviewer. Thank you, buddy. And Skylark, Mike Barra on his webcast has insisted that the USN videos of the FA-18 intercepts just show us drones. Okay. Oh, and JJRSVL says, great clean content show, Aaron, at Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarity. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Cap 78 Pack says, great show, Aaron. God bless you all. Much love, peace in, and see you Friday with Heidi Pop. Yes, Heidi Pop on Friday night, right around 9 p.m. Central. And let's see. I got to say my good night. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. There it is. And Skylark says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, buddy. And he also says, good night, fellow Truth Questers. And then I said, thank you all so very much. And we'll see you here on Friday night at right around 9 p.m. Central for the returning guest, Heidi Pop. And you will really enjoy her. She's she beams energy, and it's like an energy boost. So come and get your energy boost. She's boosting. All that energy is coming out to everybody, and she just makes the world happier. So that's the way I see her. She's a very cool gal, and we'll see her on Friday. We'll see you on Friday because you're the Truth Questers. Because we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is a new normal. So be like Operation Shutdown and keep your cameras pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk all about it, because we would love to hear that story. Until then, peace in. Oh, also, a message from Andrew D. Bashago. He is looking for a kidney. If you know someone that has an extra kidney, would like to donate it, and figure out if it might work for him, contact me and I will let him know and give you his number. That's what he's wanting to do. He's putting the word out there to the public. If you have an extra kidney, he would love to be able to be the person to receive it. So thank you all so very much. We'll see you on Friday with Heidi Pop. Until then, peace in. That's world peace, baby. Oh, yeah. Peace in.